Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the Spirit Halloween Spike. Alright, so here he is. This guy is not new. He actually did not come out this season. He came out the season before. And I've always liked him, but not enough to actually purchase it. And also, I didn't really have a need for it. I do have some ideas for this now. And also, Spirit was 30% off of a lot of items, and you could stack coupons on top of that. So this guy was only like 96 bucks. So definitely wanted to get him then. Very good deal for that. And I think he's a really solid piece. The animation he has and overall just the look is really good for especially that price. So I've not seen this in person, so I'm excited to see it. I do know it's got one of those more difficult Crazy Create setups because it was not this season. This season was the season they started improving a bit on those setups, but this guy is definitely a bit more difficult. So we'll see how that goes, but let's get to the unboxing. Here we go. All right, let's begin. So super tiny box. They fit this thing into a very small area. Let's just pull this whole entire thing out. This is kind of how you do Crazy Create stuff. We have full color picture instructions right here. We have his shirt. It looks pretty cool. His arms do dangle from that already. You can see the first hand there. Looks really good. Nice paint job. It's actually surprisingly large. Pretty giant hand. And then you have the stump over here. I think that's a really cool addition, having just the stump instead of another hand. These are attached with landscaping fabric, which means any water is going to make this rot, and these will fall off very easily. So be careful with that. I would not use this thing outside. It's not recommended for it anyways, but just saying. Yeah, looks good overall. I like how they hid the sensor as one of the buttons. That's pretty cool. We have a shoulder piece right here. Also, you can see it's got a spring for the head, so his head is going to wobble around just with kinetic motion there. We have the head right here. This thing is real cool. It is a tiny bit small, but it's not terrible. It's overall the size of a normal head, especially from the side. It's just the front. It's kind of squished in a bit, but it doesn't look bad at all. And one thing I do want to mention is he has this wire that goes into the head, and that goes to the eyes. The eyes do light up white, and white is definitely my favorite eye color for sure. Because some of the more professional companies like Scare Factory, for example, use these bright LEDs in all their props, and they're always white, and it looks really creepy, especially at night. The yellow, the red, it looks a bit less scary, but something like this is going to look really cool. So this is one I actually plan on using the lights on. I turn a lot of the LEDs off on animatronics, but this one I'm definitely going to keep. We have, oh yeah, a weight, and I think we actually have to fill this ourselves. This actually goes on the bottom of him, so he hangs kind of straight down because this is all like plastic and cloth, so there's really no weight to him until you attach this bag. And then right here, this is zip tied in. So let's get this adapter out first. This was just glued. There's the adapter in the box, 6-volt 2-amp, I'm guessing. And then here is the mechanism right there, zip tied there. But control box mechanism. It's kind of similar to the old techie thrashing props, Electrified Maniac, all the sitting ones as well, Thrashing Clown, Death Row, those type of ones, which it's a pretty good mech actually. All of mine still work. Thrashing Clown is working perfectly. I do have Electrified Maniac. He has other problems, but the mech really doesn't wear down on these too much, so that's good. And this one's fast. This one's much faster looking because it's in the air. It makes those arms wiggle around a ton. It looks really professional for movement. So cool. We also have the rope that hangs him right there. So that's all the parts out of the box. Not much at all. So let's get to the setup. Here we go. All right, let's begin our setup here. So we have the shoulder piece. It's labeled front right there. No label for the back, but once you see the front, you know which way it goes. So let's click this thing down. This is going to attach directly into the mechanism piece, and we just want to make sure this rope can fit through this hole in the back, like that. So now you can hang using this rope, and the shoulder piece is attached, but not fully yet. They do include screws. I didn't see this until after I stopped filming that last clip. These were in the bottom of the box. They do include, let's see, 5 screws. So we need 2 right here for the attachment of this shoulder piece, and then I'm guessing we're going to need some for the head there. So let's get our 2 screws out and screw this piece in so this is stable. All right, now I have both screws in, so let's get this shirt attached. It does unvelcro a tiny bit, but not much. So we are just going to have to slide this over. Arms are already pre-attached there, so that should be easy. All right, shirt is now on. Let's get the head on. So this is pretty much the same. All we do is attach this square bit right there, and then we are going to screw this one in as well. All right, so this is the same. It's just 2 screws, 1 on each side, and there we go. His head is now super secure on there. We can now do some Velcros right here. We do have to wire some stuff up, but the back opens a bit for that. All right, also through the back, we want to take this rope. There is a hole cut already for that, so there we go. And now what we can do is wire him up from here. We have a green and blue one, just match the colors there, and then we have a red one right here. We also have the sensor wire. This just plugs directly into the control box. All right, now I attached the sandbag here as well. There's just a little screw there that you attach this to. And now the weight should be a bit better when you hang him like this. See, now he hangs straight up and down instead of kind of leaning forward like it would without the weight. All right, so now all that's left to do is plug him in. So let's hang him from the ceiling and see this guy work. Let's go to the demo. All right, he is hanging from the ceiling. Let's plug him in. All right, so there he was, Spike. This guy is incredible. He's even better than I expected. I did really like him from videos I've seen, but seeing him in person is awesome. He feels so lifelike. This is definitely one of the more lifelike props Spirit has released ever, in my opinion. Seeing this thing up close, it's life-size and moving around that fast. It's really not something you see in retail much. The detail is also really good. He could definitely use more blood, which is the main thing I've seen people say. But other than that, looks really realistic. I like the shirt, definitely good quality, and the sculpts are awesome. This guy is very much worth the price. I'm actually really surprised how overlooked this prop is. It's definitely not one I see too many people buying, and it's definitely one I think more people should consider. It's a great price for some great animation and awesome detail as well. Alright, so there he was, Spike from Spirit Halloween. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.